channel. So today I'm going to be telling you guys why I didn't have a quinceañera. So I have a list here on my phone to make it easier for me about all the reasons why I didn't have a quinceañera. Also, I want to say that I am not judging you if you had one, or I'm not trying to talk down on quinceañeras, because if you had one, then great. Like, these are just the reasons why I didn't have one. So the very first reason is that I never wanted one. Like, ever since I was a kid, I never ever said I can't wait till I'm 15 to have a quinceañera. It's like, I don't know, ever since I was younger, I was like, I don't want to have one. Like, the idea of having this big party for when I turned 15 just didn't seem fun or appealing to me. I know some girls, like, when they're younger or whatever, they're like, they dream about having this big, like, cute party for when they're 15, and they're like, I want this and this at my party, and they like love planning it. But like, that was just never me. I've known that I never wanted one ever since I was younger, and I already had a plan that I wanted to travel somewhere in the world when I turned 15, and that's what I did. And I'm gonna talk more in detail about that later in the video. The next reason is that I can't dance. If you're not Hispanic and you don't know how 15s work, then let me explain it to you guys. You could have chambelanes and damas, or you could just have chambelanes, which are the people that are going to be accompanying you and a part of your 15 dance routine and all that. So I can't dance. Well, I can kind of dance, but like not that well, you know? Like, I be having fun when I dance, but I'm not a professional or whatever. You basically have to hire someone to teach you all the choreography. Why am I having such a hard time saying that word? Whatever. The dance routine. You need to pay someone to come up with your dance routine and come and teach you and all your friends, the people that you chose, or whatever, or just have a family member do it. I have social anxiety, so I like this thought of me dancing with all the eyes on me, like, especially like since it would be my quinceañera, like everybody would be staring at me because it would be my party, obviously. So the idea of everybody's eyes on me while I'm dancing does not seem very appealing to me. So I was like, no thank you. And also, you have to have like practices like weeks in advance so you guys can do the dances really good. So like, I don't want to hang out with people and dance like every day after school. Like, no. I did do that because I was in one of my friends' quinceañeras, but I'll talk about that at the end of the video. So I was just talking about this in the last point, but I'm socially awkward. Like I told you, I have social anxiety. So not just the dances, like literally throughout the whole party, there are like situations like the shoe ceremony, the father-daughter dance, like things that require all the attention being on you, and I just don't like that. Like, I literally stopped having parties when I don't even remember. I think the last time I had a party, like a birthday party, was when I was 9, because I was just like, nope, I hate a party. Like, I don't know, it's too much pressure for me. Like, I know your birthday is like all about you, and like love that, like love everybody being all about you, showing you how much they love you, but like whole party, I feel like that's too much. So I haven't had a party in years, and I don't plan on having one. I'd rather just spend my birthday with my friends and my family and like do something cute, like just with a few people, not with like a whole bunch of people. It is too much stress and drama. Again, this is just my personal opinion. So if you had a 15 and you didn't have any drama, then good for you, because I've seen a lot of people that have had drama and stress because of their 15. Especially the planning part. Like, when you have to plan something, and especially when it's like last minute and buying stuff, it is so stressful, and I've seen that with people that I know, so I know that it's not fun. I'm not a person that has a big amount of friends. Like, I don't have a big group of friends. I have a few close friends. So that being said, I only trust a few people, because I know a lot of people are fake, and I've learned that from past experiences. So when you're 15 or 14, because when you're planning your 15 and doing all that. You're 14 years old. You're still young, and I'm still young. I'm 16. But you're just immature, and like you love drama. And again, prefacing, 16-year-olds still have drama and are immature. I'm just stating that this comes hand in hand with what I'm explaining. When you're hanging out with somebody every single day, there's bound to be drama. When you're having a 15, you need to practice almost every single day after school for your dance routines and stuff like that. Or even if there's no drama, people can just drop out of your 15 and be like, I don't want to be in it anymore, and they can do it last minute. Like my friend, the one that I was in her 15, this girl dropped out of her 15 last minute, and that's why I was in it. And I'll explain more in depth at the end of this video. Like I said, I just don't trust people enough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna have all y'all in my party, and then people can just last minute be like, nope, I'm not gonna be in it, I'm dropping out. And then you have to be all like stressed trying to find someone. So no, it's so much money spent on one single night, just one single day. And it's not even the full day, it's just one night, because quinceañeras usually start at night. So I personally think that is a lot of money being wasted on just one night. Dresses cost thousands of dollars, and it's a dress you're gonna wear one time. If you're telling me that you're gonna wear that dress somewhere else, where are you gonna wear that to? Those dresses are big. They're like big poofy dresses. Chances are you're gonna wear that dress one time and not wear it ever again, and you're spending all this money to wear it once. And then you have to spend money on renting out the venue that you're gonna have it in. Then you gotta spend money on the tiara, like accessories, things like that you're gonna wear. Like the table centerpieces, you have to make them and like buy all the materials and things like that. Or if you wanna buy them pre-made, expensive. So I just feel like it's a whole bunch of money going into one night, like not worth it for me at all. Like that's why I'd rather go on a trip that's gonna last more than just one day, and it will be the same amount of money or even less. The only day that I think I'm gonna spend a whole bunch of money on a dress that I'm gonna wear once is my wedding day, because I feel like that's like a significant thing. Like 15s are a big deal because for Hispanics, because it's when you become a woman. And personally, that's another reason I don't believe that 15 should be that big of a deal, because yet you're becoming a teenager. I mean, when you're 14, you're like a preteen, right? But when you turn 15, you're turning into a full-on teenager, and they like to say that you're becoming a woman, and there's this thing that they give you your last doll, and it's like this creepy ass doll that's supposed to look like you, but in my opinion, they're just creepy. So I don't think that it should be that big of a deal, because you're not becoming a woman. You're 15 years old. 15-year-olds are not women. Like I'm 16 years old. I'm still not a woman. I'm a teenager. I'm not a woman. Like I'm not an adult. So in my opinion, I don't know why it's that big of a deal. People are always gonna end up talking shit about you or finding something to talk down on about your party. No matter how much time, no matter how much effort, how much money you put into it, somebody is always going to find something to critique about your party. They're going to be like, oh, they had this, they had that, their dances were not that cute, they messed up in this and this. Even the own damas or chambelanes that you have in it end up talking shit about you, and you're most likely not gonna be friends with them when you're an adult, or like not even an adult, probably like 2 or 3 years later. You guys are not gonna be as close or like even talk to each other, and they're gonna be in pictures with you for the most important day of your life. I personally don't think that it's the most important day of my life, turning 15, but for people that have a quinceañera, like that's like the most important day of their life. So you're gonna have, especially girls who love to have their boyfriends as their main chambelan, like you're putting this dude as your main chambelan, and he's in all your 15 photo shoot pictures for your quinceañera, and y'all literally break up like 3 months later. I saw that happen to this girl that goes to my school. Like she was like all hype with her boyfriend and everything, and he was in her quinceañera, they were in love or whatever, and like now she's dating a completely other dude. So now every time she looks back at her quinceañera pictures, it's gonna be her ex-boyfriend. in all of them with her. It becomes less about you and more about other people. I'm not gonna say names, but I saw this girl planning her 15 and she told me that she didn't want to have a 15. Like, the only reason she was having one was because her mom wanted her to have one. And I feel like if you're doing that, if you don't want to have one and you're only having one for somebody else, then that's not very happy. Like, I feel like that's sad. Like, you're just having this whole party for somebody else and it's not about you. You're just doing or having this big party to please somebody else. It only lasts one day. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about what I did for my 15th birthday. I think the reason that I never wanted to have one ever since I was a kid was the fact that your quinceañera only lasts one day. And I didn't like that idea. I asked my parents for a trip to somewhere instead of having a quinceañera. When I turned 15, I went to LA with my family for a week. And it was the best birthday that I've ever had. It was so much fun. And I enjoyed my time there with my family, and it was the best time of my life. So maybe my 15th birthday is the best time of my life, but not because of its significance, but because of how I spent it. Instead of just having one big party and having my parents get in debt for a dress, everything that I explained, everything that's expensive to have a 15, I asked for a trip and that's what they gave me. We didn't have to go through the stress of planning it. We didn't have to go through the stress of inviting people, all that. We just booked our plane tickets and went to LA and had the time of our lives. I'm very grateful that I have such understanding parents, especially my mom, because I know, like I said in this video, I know some people that their parents force them to have a 15 even if they don't want to. My mom was very understanding. She was like, it's your birthday, it's your day. She was like, we can do whatever you want. She was like, if you don't want to have a party, we don't have to have a party. We can just go on a trip like you said. And we did, and it was so fun. So now I'm going to explain to you guys my experience of being in somebody else's 15. So I was friends with this girl. I'm still friends with her, but like we're not as close as we were back then. Me and her were like best friends at the time, so she asked me to be in her 15 and I was straight up with her. I was not gonna lie and just be in it because she was my best friend. Like, I get that's kind of mean, but like I was just like, I don't want to be in it. Like, even though going back to the all eyes being on me, like it's her 15, but there's gonna be a point where I'm dancing and people are gonna be looking at me. So I was just like, sorry. I was like, I don't want to be in it. She was like really understanding. She was like, okay, that's fine. And they had practice for a long time up until like a week or two, a week and a half before her quinceañera. She texted me and she was like, hey, can you call me? And I was like, sure. And then I called her and then she told me, she was like, I have to ask you something. And then I was like, okay. And she was like, can you be in my 15? Can you be one of my damas? And I was like, what? I was like, you already asked me. I was like, why? And then she was like, one of the girls just like, she's not gonna be in it anymore. She can't be in it. And I didn't ask her why or anything, or I don't remember if she told me why, but I don't remember. I feel like there was like some conflict and that's why she couldn't be in it, but I don't remember, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Keep in mind, this was like a week and a half before her quinceañera. So I was just like, you're telling me that I have to learn this dance? It was like, how many was it? I think it was like 3 dance routines to 3 different songs, and I was just like, but I couldn't say no because she was my best friend. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I'm not gonna lie, it was not easy. I had to go to her house and it was like legit, like, I don't remember if it was 2 weeks or a week and a half, but these people have been learning this dance for a long ass time. And then me just comes in 2 weeks before her 15, like, hey y'all, teach me this dance, y'all. Like, I swear, in the end I was not that bad, but it was still like, It was stressful. I actually was dancing with my friend Ricardo. I don't know if he still watches my videos, but this is a picture of us dancing if I can find it. That's what I wore, and I did mess up in some parts, I'm not gonna lie, but we did it. We did it and it was okay. Okay guys, that's gonna be the end of this video, and again I want to preface that if you're having a 15 or you want to have a 15, go ahead, have it, enjoy it. Like, I'm in no way shape or form being like this is why you shouldn't have one. This is just why I didn't have one, because I just personally didn't want it. Like, I feel like they're fun to go to. Like, I used to go to so many and it was fun, but not for me. Not for me personally, but for other people, if you want to have them, just have them. It's your choice. Everybody's different. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave any comments or suggestions down below. Make sure to subscribe, comment this emoji if you made it all the way to the end, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!